Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my hell. Okay. Okay, we're okay. So, for those guys who haven't put it together on my channel, not a fan of scary things in general. In terms of like jump scare, nonsense, this and that, horror genre kind of stuff. Not a fan. In fact, I stay away from it like it's the goddamn plague. The reason why is because long ago, my dad told me, after I had just finished watching with my friends, Halloween. But yeah, basically there was like a revived version of Halloween, not the revive version that came out a couple months ago. Anyways, I watched that one and I was like, well, I'm terrified and I hate it, and I feel sick and I'm always like on edge and I just creates this trauma and I don't like it. I was telling this to my dad, and my dad was like, yeah, I don't ever watch scary movies. Nope, fuck that. Nope. Why would I want to go through that? Why would I want to walk into that ass beating? It's crazy. Like, if someone said, I am going to show you something that makes you furious for an hour straight, and you're like, yes, do more of that. That's crazy. And me, as a child, I looked at my dad with childlike wonder in my eyes and said, yes, exactly. Crazy people, so I stay away from it like it's the plague. But since we have this show, I heard there was this trailer called A Hole in the Ground that is apparently a horror show, and it's terrifying, and I don't like it. Now, here's the thing. It's not that I fall victim to jump scares, usually. It's not that anything like that. It's not that I just get I have night terrors like you wouldn't believe. It's my imagination that is the sword that is stabbing me consistently after I watch a show. So I can go through something that's terrifying, like watch a movie, play a game, but it's the aftermath that gets me. Like when it's the middle of the night and you go out to get a snack, and then you go to your room and you're like, oh fuck, it was creepy, it was dark and terrifying or whatever, right? Me and my brain will legitimately put the thing that I just am terrified of more or less in the world space. Like, I'll be walking up the stairs and be like, oh, wouldn't it be super crazy and gross if there was like this creepy death child crawling up the side of the wall, and I'm just like, I hate my mind, I'm just gonna get some milk, help me go to sleep because I'm a baby. Yes, I'm a baby. Oh, wouldn't it be creepy if there was, I don't know, if in the shadow there was actually some sort of dead, distorted looking corpse, and I'm like, I hate my mind, I fucking want to die. This is the worst. So this is why I also don't watch them, is because it is not in the movie that I experience the terror, it is outside of it, because it's just ammo fodder for my mind to fuck me later on. So, without further ado, into the hole. A hole in the ground, whatever this nonsense is. Okay. We're gonna be fine. Alright.
You know, when I was your age, I moved town once too.
You'll settle in, sweetie.
Maybe.
We're gonna be happy living here, I promise.
Oh, I love the side thing, just to bring some joy and levity into this horror fest. I love that accent. The Irish accent is just pure and just fucking makes me happy. Like, British people sound clever. Irish people just sound like I want to be their friend, you know what I mean? It's like this like, I don't know, I'm a Canadian, maybe it's a weird thing, I don't know. But, side thing, what's with kids? Like, I can handle demonic bullshit blah, blah, blah. But when you're but a child, how about a child, the embodiment of innocence? How about we make that, weaponize it against you? And it's like, what? Alright. Okay,
sweet.
Yeah, the kid's fucking about something.
Chris!
Ooh, the woods. The woods, okay, here's the thing. This happens always when we're watching trailers, and it's not because I'm not trying to get demonetized either. Take it, take it if you want it. But what do you call it? There's something about the woods that I think human beings forget about, but your subconscious kind of remembers. Because if you've ever been in the woods, deep high trees, and it's pseudo dark out, there is this feeling in your mind that goes, this isn't okay. This isn't right. That's not good. This is not good. And I'm not sure if it's like the primal aspect of your brain, like back when we were making huts and whatnot. They're like, no, tigers and shit live in the jungle, motherfucker. You better leave. But yeah, woods, not okay. Ooh, it's just a crater.
Mom? Never run off me like...
See, now if this was me, I'd just take a stick and fucking smash it at the child. Even if it was my kid, don't jump, don't scare me like that. Make any noise when you're walking. You're in a forest. How do you not step on a twig or some shit?
Mom? Never run off me like that again, okay?
Well, so why is your demon voice echoing? What happened? This kid's poor ears are protruding quite a bit. It's fine. He'll grow into them.
Good morning, Mommy.
What is that? I keep stopping because it's like part of me is like fucking white people a little bit, because it's like if your child wakes you up like this, I am so gone. We need to have a talk, Jonathan, like right now. Sit the fuck down. You do not sit in a chair watching me sleep. You creep. You creep.
Morning, Mommy.
Where did you get those? Do you ever look at your kids and not recognize them?
Eeh. Why is he doing that thing? When he grows his hair out and he does... Oh, wait, I'm doing it. Oh, fuck. Well, never mind. He pulls it off better than not me, honestly. Ooh, in Warframe, there's a natite extract mission alive. Good to know.
He's not himself.
Mom, look out!
And you just speed up. You immediately... Poof, gone. Immediately. Also, girl, that's on your son's side. Why would you let this take place in the first place? Maybe I'm just a skittish person, but if this was the case, I'd be like, son, we're just going to take off. She's out of the way. We're just going to leave. We're leaving right now. Is she okay? We didn't hit her. She's moving. Good enough. Demons. We're in the woods. Demons. We're leaving.
It's not your boy.
Ooh, that's actually terrifying. That actually was a slight freak me out kind of thing. Oh, that guy's off of Game of Thrones. Right? I think so. I think he's off. Let's see. We'll see him again in the trailer, I imagine. He looks like he's off Game of Thrones. This year, participate in self-mutilation of the mind.
Him any harm, you know. Chris, reminded her of our son.
Yeah, there's the face. There's the guy. See? He's off Game of Thrones. He plays like a Lannister or something. I don't know. Anyway. Also, they make something so innocent as like, oh, I'm just gonna, repaint my wall. And they make the creepiest sounds out of them.
Chris, reminded her of our son.
Okay, what did he say?
Reminded her of our son.
Alright, that's fucked.
Reminded her of our son.
You're a mind eater of the sun?
Chris, reminded her of our son.
You're the mind eater of her son. Or a mirror image of her son. I don't know.
What happened to him?
She was convinced that he was an imposter.
Okay, this is where we're in the holy, I'm gone. This is where I'm like, my mind's gonna play with this shit. Also, side thing, that's good enough reason to just be like, oh, props to that girl for having some balls. If she looked under the thing and seen a spider, I'd be like, nope, that's enough. Oh, fuck me, oh, where's the goddamn roll? I can only find a sock. Oh, great. And I whip it, and then it's just climbs up the sock and devours my arm. Regardless, guys, I just need to. We're gonna go through a lot of breaks right now. Yep. Nope. Stop it. Nope. He's chewing on the mouth.
It's not Chris.
I don't understand.
It's not him.
I don't like
Any
it.
history of disorders in your family?
Mummy, what's wrong?
You're not my son. Tell me the truth.
Oh, there's gonna be like a hereditary thing where it's just like she's crazy and her son's like actually okay. That'd be a twist. That'd be a twist.
Stop lying. I'm not lying.
Woo! Maybe not. Maybe her son's got like some. Maybe he's Superman.
Mommy, where are you?
Okay, so real talk, side thing. Okay, so here's the thing. Say say you are this lady, and you're like, you know what, what is it? Like, we're in this new house, this woman's saying he's not my kid, and then you get to the point where you're like, oh no, he's not my child. He has superhuman strength, and is just a freak and creepy as hell, and he can break a person's arm with his hand or whatever, right? And then I'm gonna yell at him in his face that he's not my son. Woman, do you have zero survivability instincts in your body in the slightest? At this point, I'd be like, you know what? We're raising a demon. You know, it's just, some people, fucking, their kids get cancer. Our kid is maybe, you know, the end of the world. But, you know, we're here now. Because I'm not saying this to him, because it'll be a mess. We'll die. Warriors, white people. Very, very white people. Oh. Yes, people are crazy. So what was happening here? This one looked like it was... So is she seeing shit? Or is this guy now just like, oh my god, my arm? Yeah, because she looks back. So what, that guy just like, I guess my arm's broken. Or did he not scream and was like, shit? Also, I think it'd be cooler. This whole scene kind of ruins it a little bit. Where, or what if it is like an alien? Wouldn't that be cool for a story? Instead of it just being grimace and just utterly horrifying, instead of it being like, you know what? You know what's crazy? Your son's spliced with an alien, and the alien basically is just giving your son some crazy powers and whatnot. But it doesn't mean anything evil, and you just keep yelling at your son saying it's not your son, but in reality, the alien just gave him powers. And now you're pushing your son away, and the alien to boot. And the alien only wants to have a family and feel the love that the kid felt a couple days ago before he started catching on that it's not exactly him, but it's still him. And then maybe the whole message is like, hey, if you were just to calm down, accept what your son has become now, instead of, unless your son's gone. If your son's completely gone, then yeah, it's fucked up. But, it's alien stuff. But I'm not sure if they will do the whole, like, I hear about horror movies, I hear like the synopsis and whatnot, because I like storytelling in general, and when there's twists and turns, I like hearing about it. But I wonder if this will, at first it was actually going to be kind of interesting, because it had like a Hereditary kind of vibe. Also, whose blood is black like that? What is that about? Maybe she's a demon, you know? What is happening? Anyways, second thing, but yeah, in Hereditary there was this whole like shebang where, I don't want to spoil the movie because it's pretty great, but basically it was not your conventional horror movie. And for a minute there I was like, oh, okay, maybe like it's that she's like in this secluded place, and what do you call it? I don't know. She's in this secluded place, and this one lady, she has like this slightly traumatic moment where this lady's like, that's not your son, and she headbutts the goddamn wall. And she's like, I don't recognize my son. And maybe it's like a schizophrenic lady dealing with her son going through types of puberty and changing. And then she's like, you're not my son. She starts losing, and she starts imagining her son doing crazy and evil shit, and she starts doing this, and the son's like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this poor child, lost in the mess that is your mental disorder, is now stuck. Like, that to me would be pretty interesting. And it wouldn't be like, it'd be one of those things where, like, watching the second run through, like after they've already established, oh no, this bitch is crazy and it's not the kid at all, then you can watch it a second time and be like, none of this is real, it's all in her head. Then again, dude, I'm not a fan of like movies like this in general, like movies that are not just like enjoyable, you know what I mean? Like, there's some movies that are like, they're almost always in the Oscar lists where they're like just extremely unfun to watch, but they're good films. I mean, they have some merits to them that make them neat in film. Like, I don't know, like the entire movie was filmed in one shot, you know, something crazy like that. Or the whole movie's in black and white, which adds to the rawness, not the jarring nature to finish the film. I don't know. I'm that kind of consumer, though. I take that with full stride about me being like, I want to enjoy and feel emotions that I don't feel all the time. Yes, so I want less horror and despair and uncertainness, and rather joy, excitement, and beauty. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy, but hey, the heart wants what the heart does not have. So maybe people who are overly happy and just all these things need this ass-beating incarnate of the mind, which is called the hole in the ground, and or the horror genre at a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you've enjoyed this video of me suffering. Honestly, it was enjoyable because I just shit on every horror thing and I was able to pause it like every minute just to be like, I'm gonna shit on this. Fuck you. Bang. And just continue. But, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this. I don't know. I mean, if you're into horror, this one looks like it's pretty intense. Or at least pseudo-okay. It doesn't look like it's doing things that are different unless it does go down that route, which it is like the mother's, you know, mentally ill or whatever, and she's schizophrenic. And all this stuff's happening, I don't know, rather than just it being like the forest made a demon and now the demon's your child and your dumbass just yelled at a demon. Just what the fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Again, let me know if there's something crazy that, you know, you want to show me in the comments. Let me know. Thank you so much for your time. If you do support the channel, thank you so much, and goodbye.